Justice Society World War II is, I believe, the second film in the new DC animated universe. This one is directed by James Westchester, James W. It's directed by him. So as the second film in the new DC animated universe, this one is really more focused on Flash and the Justice Society. In the modern day, Flash is enjoying a team up with Superman as they deal with a villain in his city. And during the battle, Flash accidentally goes too fast. Anybody that knows Flash from the comics knows what can happen when Flash goes too fast. Barry accidentally goes so fast that he ends up teleporting himself to a different timeline. New timeline, he runs into the Justice Society. The Justice Society is a team of superheroes made up of Wonder Woman, Black Canary, Hourman, Hawkman, and their timeline's version of the Flash, who is Jay Garrick. This timeline apparently takes place during World War II, so these superheroes are teaming up with American soldiers and their allies to take down Nazis. Now the Flash from the future has to help the Justice Society navigate this war with these Nazis while also trying to figure out a way to get himself home and not trying to mess up the timeline too much. Like I said, this is the second film in the new DC animated universe. The first one, I believe, was Superman Man of Tomorrow. That was the new one that kind of kickstarted the universe. This one is much more of a Flash movie. I don't want to say that it is a Flash movie because Justice Society is the title of the movie. For all intents and purposes, this is a Flash-centric story because it does focus on him and his actions traveling to this timeline and the ramifications of all of that. I will say the thing that I love most about the new start to this DC animated universe is the animation itself. There's a lot of thicker and darker coloring being used on the lines that they're drawing for these characters. It makes the details seem a lot more vivid. There's a lot more shadows that are being used in the coloring and the lighting for the animation, and it just, I don't know, it creates a very visceral visual feel that I really appreciated, and it does stand apart from the previous animation. I liked the previous animation. I thought it was good. It did feel very stale by the end of it, and this does feel like a refreshing change of pace. Also, the voice cast here is really good. You got Matt Bomer, who I believe is Flash. You got Darren Criss as Superman. Static Kane or Stadia Kane, I'm not sure. I think I might be butchering her name too. One of the voice choices that I was kind of like, I don't know about this. This doesn't really feel right in the first few minutes, but after like 10 minutes, I was kind of like, no, you know what? She's an awesome Wonder Woman. She sounds great. I would probably say my favorite thing about the story that they're telling in this movie is how much it branches open the world of DC and how many avenues and pathways to new and more exciting stories that we get as a result of this movie. Not exactly Flashpoint, but it does have ramifications for the entire universe of DC, and I do appreciate that. Like the Justice Society, you get to focus on these heroes, Wonder Woman, Hourman, Hawkman, Black Canary, Flash, and this movie makes you want to see more of them as a team. And I do think that this movie leaves open that door, it leaves open that possibility. Likewise, this movie also sets the building blocks and the stepping stones for a possible Justice League movie in the present day DC animated universe, you know, the one that Flash has to get back to. There's a lot of other cool things that pop up in this movie, maybe some cameos, some characters that maybe you weren't expecting. I'm not going to spoil them here, but definitely keep your eyes peeled because, again, the possibilities are endless because of a movie like this. It makes you want to see what else they can do. There's a lot of memorable action sequences throughout. All of the heroes do such a great job at kicking ass. None more so than Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's a badass. I don't care how old I get. I don't care what else is going on in my life. Wonder Woman beating the shit out of Nazis is never gonna get old. Like, I don't care. That's like the one thing that is never going to age. Really, anybody beating the shit out of Nazis is never gonna age. Where this movie falters is that I think it suffers from a little bit of identity crisis. It feels like a movie that is not entirely sure what type of movie it wants to be. On one hand, it wants to be a Flash Justice Society movie and the Nazis are the antagonists, and it wants to focus on World War II being the big backdrop for the film. It's kind of like they bring in this other element, this bigger element that I really don't want to spoil. The movie kind of becomes about that. And then there are other things that are not really explained in the movie, and you feel like the movie could be about that too. I feel like this movie is a little bit all over the place, and this is none more apparent than the third act, which unfortunately is very sloppy and messy. It feels like there are a lot of loose ends that this movie's trying to tie up. It feels like some parts are rushed. It feels like other parts probably could be cut or removed, and the movie wouldn't really be that different. This is a movie that unfortunately got a little bit too ambitious for its own britches, which, goddamn, bars. That was pretty good, don't you think? A little bit too ambitious for its own liking, and as a result, things kind of fell apart a little bit from me by the end of the movie, but nonetheless, I had a really fun time with Justice Society World War II, and most DC fans are going to enjoy the hell out of this movie too. Justice Society World War II was a damn good movie, an excellent addition to the new DC animated universe. It belongs in the Silver Age for Man of Steel. Guys, what did you think about Justice Society World War II? Give me your thoughts on the movie, non-spoilerish if you can, in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe to the Superfan Show, and if you like what you see, tell me how you feel. Stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.